Hello, I'm Elliott, President of Campion Marine. I'd like to welcome you on a tour of our factory. We're going to start at the very beginning, the lamination department. This is where we bring the molds in. We bring them up to 72 degrees, and then we clean them out and apply 8 coats of wax to them. This wax allows us to release the part from the mold and gives them the nice luster finish on the exterior. That is done by Angelica, who does all our mold maintenance, and then once she's finished doing that, she actually sells the part over to Jeff here. And Jeff is the gentleman who's responsible for putting the masking tape onto our molds to create the beautiful gel coat lines you see on the exterior of our boats. Here you can see Jeff applying the masking tape. Jeff is an artist with masking tape. He creates the crisp, sharp lines that you see on the exterior of the boat with absolutely no bleed through of one color into the other color. He's absolutely an amazing artist. Now we're at one of the 3 gel coat booths at Campion Marine, and we have Mark, who's our gel coater here. He's right now just loading some small parts into the booth to be sprayed with the gel coat. He's waiting for Jeff to finish taping up the hull over there, and then once that's done, he'll spray the gel coat on the hull of the boat. I'll take you now over to what we call the Squish Chalet. This is a very unique process to Campion, and we're doing a couple of things here. We're doing vacuum bagging, as well as we're doing a process we've invented the Squish Chalet. We're basically taking a product very similar to a pancake batter, and we're putting catalyst into that. We put it into a 2-part mold, and we spread it out like a cake. And have the catalyst in there so it will go hard, and then from there it creates a part that's nice and finished on both sides, basically an A-class part on both sides. We're doing a couple of things here. We're doing vacuum bagging. What we want is to follow the automotive industry. When you open your glove box lid on your car, it's finished on the inside. When you come to their Campion, when you open your ski locker lid or your glove box lid, it should be nice and smooth on both sides, the exterior and the interior. We don't want any fiberglass hairs or anything like that there. Makes a part that is 40% stronger and 60% lighter. So what we are now is we're now in the next step of the process after gel coating. Mark has now sold his work, his gel coating work, to this group here, and this group here is now going to apply what we call the skin coat. This is just a light layer of chalk that is being applied to the part, either the hull or the deck or the small part. And right, you can see there, that's called a chopper gun. There's 2 triggers on the gun. One is releasing the fiberglass threads, and then the other one is applying the resin with the catalyst. The pink you're seeing is actually a dye in the catalyst, so we know that it's being coming through the gun. We have a hull here, and we have the skin coat applied to it. That's the light layer of chop up against the gel coat color that you'll see on the exterior of the boat. And they have on the port side of this hull applied a product called spray core. Here you can see Dale applying the spray core to the port side of the hull. And once he has that completed, he'll flip the mold the other direction and he'll spray the starboard side. And that is a print-through barrier. So when we apply the very heavy, very strong 3-dimensional weave fiberglass as the next process, you will not see any print-through barrier coming through. After the 3-dimensional weave fiberglass goes on, then we will apply the Kevlar, which goes down the keel. Okay, here we have a completed hull still in the mold, and we have in here the fiberglass stringer system that has been installed in here. It has been bonded into the hull with 2 different products, one called a B39 and the other one called Plexus. And this one actually has the next step in it where the flotation foam has been injected into the stringer system. As you can see, there's no wood in the construction of this hull anywhere. There's no reason why this boat wouldn't last 40 years if it was well taken care of. The next step is I'll show you a part that has just been pulled from the mold. Okay, now we're coming to pretty much the end of the process for our lamination department, and these parts have been pulled from the mold. But once that is done, then they will be sold to our factory over there. So we think of this as a factory within the factory. All the quality control is here, and the boss of this building, as I call him, the king of this building, Bill, he will have to make sure that his product is sellable to the factory over there, where they will start to do the assembly of the boat.